Welcome back, folks, and today we've got a DoW back in asymmetric mode with the super ship Patrie with Team Holland, Salem, Hanover, and Satsuma. So, 3 super ships, 2 normal tech ships.
General quarters.
It's not a secondary build, from what I can tell, though. Which is interesting, because when I would play randoms, I would see Patries that would be running secondary build. It may be a friendship, but this thing is pretty scary.
Awaiting instructions.
I mean, you all know I love my Burgone. I can usually take most ships and don't really fear most ships, but there are a few ships I do fear in the Burgone. Schlieffen and a Patrie. Other super ships, not really that impressive, but Patrie is just in a different category. Now, for you, those that aren't familiar with asymmetric mode, it's basically 5 humans versus, well, usually 12 bots. And those bots are usually 2 tiers higher than the ship. So it goes off the highest ship. So since we're dealing with super ships, which are technically tier 11, we have tier 9 ships. If it was solid tier 10s, it would be tier 8 ships. Except there is that one tier 8 ship which makes up for that hull. But for the most part, it's mainly, you know, tier 9 ships. Shoots as a Spanish cruiser. And gets a Citadel and solid pin damage for 37,000. So really great damage right there. I feel bad for the Holland. Because even though it has very fast torps, alpha strike potential from DoW here outweighs his torps easily. Like 2 salvos that cruisers run. Although to be honest, that cruiser does run a pretty good Citadel. Now this is just kind of mean, because we're working at basically 2 battle cruisers versus a battleship. Holland gets like 1 torp. Second set's gonna miss. And there's another 18K.
Engine boost.
Another good hit. Let's see. Oh, nice 25K. Again, like the Holland can't really do much. And that is the one disadvantage of asymmetric modes in DEs. Cruisers, battleships do fine. Carriers, it depends. But these are just always at a down, or on the downhill. And not really that good. The only ones I would probably give, you know, an if to would be French DDs. One, because they have that speed boost. They can YOLO rush, they can torp. Italians would be probably pretty good, but you'd have to YOLO torp. Secondary, they're going off. Not getting that many hits, but he is in secondary. Misses that shot. That's unfortunate. So basically, the South has won. And they're going to have all those juicy battleships right there.
Torpedoes.
That salvo looks good from the Holland. One torp,
Direct front.
2 torps. Now I believe Patrie's guns overmatch the Rupert's bow. I believe it's 25 millimeters, I thought. Oh, that's just mean. 500? Come on!
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
The only thing I would say is that
Engine boost deactivated.
I feel like it was a waste of a speed boost. Because he hasn't really moved. He's kind of angled, he's done his job. Tank, shoot, deflect. He's up to almost 1.5 million potential. Not just my personal opinion. And I mean, let's be honest. They were probably going to win this from the beginning, but... Sorry, I'm eating breakfast, but... It is pretty sad when you do see teams that are doing asymmetric mode, and they end up losing. It's kind of sad. But then again, the same thing is for co-op. It's sad when you lose a co-op game. And I've had that happen. And that is really sad. Oh, come on, come on. You can shoot him now. He overled. A little bit too much. Holland underled. Well, I was going to say the southern side is fine, but they had a lot of battleships coming their way. And just nukes it off the map with a nice 29k salvo. I mean, the Hanover's more than likely going to go down. Oh, yeah, oh yeah, he's totally going down after that salvo.
Activated.
You saw that salvo. That was a 14k hit. So he is effectively the last battleship. Is it possible they could lose? Potentially, yes. Is it likely? So-so. If he can tank how he did with everything going on right now, as it has been going, he's going to be fine. And he has a Salem there with a super heel and Des Moines guns. And a Holland that can just slam torps down the middle. But at this point, the best thing they could do is capture B and let the bots come back to them. I mean, keep that point advantage. Because it is 3 battleships. If DoW goes down, I don't think a Salem alone, and odds are there is a cruiser in here. which means he's literally right on the other side of this island. It's unfortunate, too, considering there was only 13 seconds left.
Enemy battleship detected.
Oh no, there's more here. That's 2 of them. Where the hell are the other 2 battleships? Oh, it's going broadside to you. A little bit lower, a little bit lower. Too high, it's going to overpin. There you go. Nice job.
You destroyed an enemy cruiser. Engine boost deactivated.
Hopefully Salem can get around that rock before the Duncan shoots him. It'd be unfortunate if he got death struck, that's for sure. I mean, DOW's had a pretty good match. Again, he's mostly gone against nothing but battle cruisers, and he's a solid battleship. We all know what happens when a battle cruiser meets a battleship. Historical precedence has shown that it doesn't really end well. The Battle of Jutland had battle cruisers and battleships. The battle cruisers kind of ran for their lives and had to run back to the main battleship fleet. Bismarck versus Hood, battle cruiser versus battleship, did not end well. Although it would have been interesting to see because Bismarck caught Hood in the turn. That the captain was actually turning its gun, trying to get Hood's best armor towards Bismarck. It was just by a luckiness that it happened to hit the weak part of the ship before he was able to turn and get that armor pointed towards Bismarck. And a lot of people honestly thought that he didn't, that it was that the captain was terrible.
Destroyed. But
in terms of when they actually found the wreck of Hood in the early, I believe, 2000s, they were able to see the propeller, and that propeller was stuck, as well as the rudder, in that turning position, which confirmed that he was turning, trying to get his armor pointed towards Bismarck. And a nice 22,000 right up the ass.
Our victory is in sight.
But there's your history lesson for today, folks. And Mr. DoW has crossed 330K. A very nice match.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship. Engine boost activated.
And this is why the Patrie is probably the superior supership. Well, I would say it was, but now we have Battleship Maine. So that's going to be a fight for the contender spot. I am glad that the Holland is able to just open gun and get some damage. He has earned some damage this match. Seven kills, 362. We'd round it up to 63, or 363, but it's a little bit low on the side. If it was a little bit higher, we would, but it's 362. 300,000 credits, or almost 400,000 credits, 8,000 ship XP, and 1,400 command free XP. Obviously, top of the team with 1,900 base XP, very well done. Honestly surprised to see Salem so low. I thought he would be higher. Very respectable damage. That's what was shot at him. Mostly armor piercing that was just bouncing. Honestly, the Japanese battlecruiser did most of the damage to him. And then he tanked over 2 million. That's a wonderful damage potential. Wonderful. And here is the flaw. After everything that was basically used up, he had a decent amount of credits. But even with the credit booster, lies the flaw of super ships in asymmetric mode. He can't make a profit. You can make a profit, but you've got to be really good. Like, you've got to be dealing dev strikes. You've got to be just tearing the enemy team apart to get a credit, or be running a better booster. Had he been probably running a green or a blue booster, it would have been a profit, but you never know in asymmetric mode. But 62,000 in the hole is a pretty decent amount, and that's with premium. Without premium, it would have been over almost 200,000 credits. Big difference in the super ship maintenance, and all that is just solid in the maintenance. A good portion of his credits went to the maintenance of the ship. The extra is just from the boost of having the premium account. So it is unfortunate that he didn't make a profit, but a very nice game from DoW.